Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome to a brand new series, and it's a very different series to one that I normally have on my channel. Today I am joined by, and I will be joined every episode of this series with, I'm joined with Jordan.
Hello everybody!
And you're probably thinking right about now, what the hell is this series? And you know what, we're a bit confused ourselves at the moment with it because this is our first time recording it, but we are basically doing a sort of like a podcast where it's going to alternate from my channel to start with, then the next episode will be on Jordan's, then it'll just keep swapping every few days or whenever we feel like we've got a topic. And basically what we're going to do is, in this time, we've got up to an hour to talk about whatever we want. And today we've got a bit of an interesting topic. It's kind of a deep topic, but it's one hopefully you guys can either agree or disagree on. And the way that you're going to show that you disagree or agree is either leaving a like saying that you agree with what we're saying, or disagree to say and then commenting to say why you disagree. But don't worry about the gameplay on screen now. This is literally just me playing passively while we talk. But the topic of today's episode, what is it, Jordan?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have a guess.
Have a guess.
Is it going to be about how nice guys never get girlfriends?
Yeah, it's kind of a intriguing topic. Personal. Because this is something that me and John feel very strongly about, and you're probably thinking, oh, this is just weird and something. But if you hear us out, you might actually find that it's something that you actually agree with yourself. But basically, what we're saying is, we find it very weird how nice guys don't get the girls, and girls normally go for the bad boys out there. And the first thing I'm actually going to start talking about is that I found this page on the internet which is 12 different reasons why girls go for bad boys over good guys. And I actually did a bit of research into this. And the first one that we can talk about and have our opinion on is that apparently nice guys' personalities don't seem genuine. And I know exactly what that means, because girls tend to think that if you're too nice to them, then you're too good to be true, therefore they just get put off by you, which is kind of strange, because it is strange.
Really is weird. Yeah.
It is weird, but it's true. So, what do you want to say about it, John? I'll give you the limelight.
I just think it's weird how girls think, if they're nice, it's too good to be true. It's like we shouldn't date, and yet with bad guys or bad boys, they're nasty, and some, I'm not saying all, some can be nasty and have bad personalities, and yet they still go for them. I just think if there's a genuine guy who's nice and kind and even has a great personality and he's right in front of you asking you out, I think you should just snap out and just go yes.
Yeah, actually, this is actually an interesting point. So if there's actually any girls watching at any point, leave your reasoning behind of why, what sort of guy you go for and why you go for them. Because what it says on this page is apparently bad guys keep it more real and they keep girls on their toes, which I do understand. But the thing is, it's one of those things that it's obviously dependent on the girl. But I feel I can speak from experience that good guys don't always get a chance because apparently they are too nice.
It's for girls, if you're nice, that's a bad thing, pretty much.
Yeah, nice is good, but being overly nice and consistently nice apparently is a bad thing, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, pretty much, I try my best to be as respectful and nice to girls, and yet I just get dirty looks.
Yeah, I guess the next point that it says is that nice guys don't set boundaries, and I kind of understand what this means, where it says nice guys don't set boundaries and make real demands out of girls. They don't give girls ultimatums if they don't do something, which I can understand, but does a girl really want to be told always what to do?
Yeah, I do agree that
apparently bad guys take more control.
I do. But then, isn't that sort of bad? It's because girls would want their like own opinion, their own choices, and if like your boyfriend or girlfriend is being overly then that's bad.
Yeah, like I think it can be definitely a bad thing, but it's one of these things that maybe nice guys are just unlucky in a sense. Like we're not saying right. I'm going to say this now. This is for everything we talk about on this series. Is we're just going to be talking as if we're just having a chat about something. If you guys want to get involved, then you can leave comments and have your feedback. And also, like, if you like disagree with us, we do want to know why you disagree, because like it might actually change our opinion. Like, we're just going from what we know already, and what we know already is. But the thing is, like, in regards to like the bad guys' perspective, then they obviously are more controlling, more demanding, set boundaries and stuff, and they have more control over it. But that to me, that just sounds like that it's saying that nice guys don't like to have control. That's just wrong to assume that. I don't know. It's a very weird subject.
Yeah. Well, I feel like for girls, the typical bad guy would be a leather jacket, like a motorbike, and just like sunglasses or like slick hair. Don't know if I'm thinking about, like,
okay, John. I think you've been watching Grease a bit too much.
Hey, Grease is good, all right.
Grease is a good film. I haven't seen it in years, to be fair, but like that's very stereotypical. Maybe your idea of a bad boy is maybe a bit different to like public perspective. I don't know.
Well, you think about it though. It's like most girls do like guys with motorbikes.
I think that's a whole different subject, though. Like.
No, it's not. What
Right,
are you talking about?
alright, again, any girls that watch this, what do you like? Do you like guys with motorbikes? Is that the general consensus? Let us know.
If someone came towards me in a Harley, and if it was a nice Harley, I would.
Do you really like bikes though, Jordan?
Yeah, I wouldn't say they're the safest to drive. Like, if I get hit, I'm dead. But I think they are cool looking. The Harleys definitely are.
Yeah.
But we're getting off topic. We're going on to Harleys now.
Alright, let's go on to point number 3 of this page, and it says apparently nice guys are so predictable, which is just boring. But again, it's down to the person. Like, everyone's different. Like, being nice doesn't mean you play everything safe and you're just boring. That doesn't mean that at all. What we're saying is that being nice is apparently not as good as like if you actually take control and you're considered a bad boy. But like I do disagree with that, because that doesn't mean that you're just boring. But maybe like that's how society sees like nice people. Like, I think nice people can still take risks and still take control, personally. Yeah. But the thing is, I think that my opinion is that I think if a girl thinks that you are too nice, she automatically thinks that you wouldn't do anything, takes a risk in order to, like, impress her or something, which I do think is, like, wrong. But, again, it's down to everyone's opinion.
It's all about preferences and, like,
it certainly is.
What they think of.
Apparently it says here for number 4 then that loving a bad boy is in our genes. This is a girl's perspective. It says women are designed to nurture. However, instead of doing this with children, they often end up doing it with bad boys. They think their love will save them. Wait, what the hell is it? Nice guys rarely need to be saved.
No. I think I know what like that means. It's like the girl thinks that if they date a bad guy, they can actually slowly start to make him a better person. So make him nice.
Whereas they don't feel as needed with a nice guy.
Yeah. because
to be fair, I'm actually I do actually get that, and to be fair, I've never actually thought of it in that way.
No,
but
I actually haven't.
the thing is,
that's
like,
still unfair.
it's still going to be very interesting of what a girl thinks of that. Do girls think that they need to be not a motherly figure to a bad boy, but take care of him so they have something that they can do in a relationship? But in a sense, though, if you're with a nice guy, that means that the girl should feel like she's been looked after, which is the case.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even if you are a bad boy, doesn't mean you have to be a bad boy around her, necessarily. You might be, like, controlling and stuff, which I can accept, but it doesn't mean you have to, not take her feelings into consideration. If that's the case, if bad boys didn't take girls' thoughts into consideration, why would a girl willingly go with someone that doesn't take care of them? It's an interesting one.
Maybe they think they are saving him by making him nicer. Maybe they think, it's like he's a bad boy to everyone else, yet I can make him nicer. I can make him the nice guy.
You know what? That actually links perfectly onto number 5.
So it gives them a kind of sense of pride.
Yeah, I do agree with that, and it actually links perfectly to number 5, which it says women like to feel needed. So, it says that nice guys don't usually need to be fixed, in a sense. They don't need they don't need a girl's help. But that's not the case, because if you're a nice guy, that means stereotypically, if you're a nice guy, it means you are more sensitive and you love that closeness and interaction. But again, it's just a very interesting point, and it's open for discussion, and that's why we're doing this. It's our views, and we want to let them out.
Nice guys can be kind of self-closed from everyone else, so
I agree.
A relationship can make them more openly, but from that it's kind of every nice guy doesn't have any problems in the world and they can always smile. It's no, that's not the case.
I don't know if this is a thing, and I'd like to hear actually a girl's perspective on this. It says here, bad boys usually do, so they become a project. What girl ever sees their boyfriend as a project? That's basically saying, I'm a girl that wants to go out with a guy, and I want to make him a better person. If you were a girl, or even a boy going out with a girl, you wouldn't want them to change. So surely you'd rather be with someone that's already nice, that makes you feel special, than that's such a weird one. And it annoys me. It annoys me to the sense.
Yeah, it really does.
Because
I've got a story, and it's something that relatively just recently happened. There's this lad in my course who pretty much wears Link hoodies and draws Link. And he's a complete Link fan, and he pretty much shows it to everyone. But he is so bad towards women. He is sexist, he says rude remarks to them. And yet, he recently got a girlfriend that loves him to bits, even though, to any other girl, he has been awful. And yet to this one, he's for some reason nice.
I do get what you mean.
I just don't get it. It's even she doesn't like Links, or she doesn't like the Link hoodies and all that stuff, and yet she's dating him and wearing all his hoodies. And I'm what? How can he do it and be a jackass, and when I'm nice, I get crap? Rebels, I'm outgunned in here.
But this is something that we need to say now, is we're not having a go at girls for choosing the wrong guys, because they'll know themselves if they have made a mistake with someone. What we're saying is, from our point of view, that maybe we should be given more of a chance. I don't know, maybe that's what we're saying.
Please, give us more of a chance.
Let us have a go, please, make it fair.
Come on, fuck the bad guys. Come with the nice, join the
Right,
cycle.
okay. Let's go on to number 6, which it says, nice guys seem weak.
Okay, no. No, that is.
No,
who wrote this article?
You know what, John? John, I kind of agree to a degree.
Like, yes, some people they might.
But to be fair, if you're nice, in my mind, it means that you already know what you want in life.
Yeah.
To me, bad boys don't know what they want.
Yeah. Like, that doesn't make you weak. That just makes you prepared.
You know what? I know. I shouldn't really be discussing this, but like the gameplay that you guys are watching while you're hearing us talk, maybe you're not interested in the gameplay at all, but it's actually very poor, and I do apologise. But I am thinking about what I'm saying rather than what I'm doing. My fingers, I'm not in control of them right now. So yeah.
And for me, I'm getting to enjoy.
But the thing is, that doesn't right. But I will say though, even though my fingers are not really working in this game, that doesn't mean I'm weak just because I'm nice. Like that just means that like I'm not concentrating. I'm playing passively.
No, that just means you're weak at the game, just not weak at real.
Right. The thing is, right. This next point, which is number 7, which is actually it's an interesting one, is. Nice guys are into commitment, not necessarily. Doesn't mean that you want something all like lovey-dovey and like long-lasting. Because I know that most girls nowadays, around this sort of age, aren't looking for something serious. Realistically, they're looking for something that is just nice and chill, which is good. But that doesn't mean that a nice guy doesn't want that. A nice guy just basically means that you're just going to enjoy being together. Like what it is. It doesn't mean, oh, I want to be together for years and like maybe get married and stuff. No, that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, like I'm just going.
Okay. Before we head on to the next one, what would you say your perfect girl would be? Like, what girl would you like to meet?
This is a whole nother subject, John. No, I'm joking. Like, I'll answer. Honestly, I just want someone that can accept me for being me and just enjoys being, like, in my company.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not asking for much. No, honestly, I'm not.
Nice guys never do, and yet.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, it is true. It is very, very true. But yeah, like, what about you then, John?
Just someone with a great personality. That's all I need.
Okay, John, you're too nice. You're not gonna get a go.
I know.
But anyway, right, we'll go on to the next one, because the thing is, one thing I do want to say, even in the series, is like, we're not moaning because we feel it's an issue. We just feel it's an issue. Like in general, we're not just saying this because we think from our own experiences, because we don't want to sound like, oh, we're just moaning because we can. We actually want to speak about subjects where we feel that are important to a lot of people, not just ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, on to. Oh no! Actually, no. Still sticking with number 7. I just wanted to see what it actually says. It says, if a woman is afraid of intimacy, she subconsciously knows she can avoid it with a bad boy, because a bad boy is not going to ask questions about her feelings. Since she can never get close to him to have to go there, she doesn't have to open up. So, to be fair, I've never thought of it that way. Being with a bad boy means that it's also an easy way out for a girl. Because if she goes with a safe option of someone that actually cares really about her, yes, obviously that's good in a sense that like she will feel like loved and special to them. But also, if she's with a bad boy, I never really saw it from a girl's perspective that they go for bad boys because they don't open up as much to her, so she feels that she can just keep a lot to herself. But is that a good thing? If you want to, in a relationship, you want to be able to share everything.
Well, I wouldn't say everything.
Well, I think you can talk. I think you can talk about everything.
I would say the majority of things, because there would be some things that you would want to keep to yourself.
Yeah, but you'll not let on about that. But
yeah. Well,
I feel like when you're in you've got that trust. I feel like there's no trust if you're with a bad boy. The thing is,
Again,
like,
our opinions.
No, yeah, no. That's, you know
anything.
what? I've just realised I need to apologise to. This is just to girls in general. That we don't want to make you like girls sound like the bad guys in this. Like we don't want you to feel like, oh, you're going for the wrong guys. Yeah, you need to look at yourself. Because the thing is, I'm about to say that I think it can apply the other way around. Because some like guys want to go for a girl that like is maybe more like for show. And when I mean that by like, so there's some girls out there that clearly want to make themselves look good, but they might not necessarily be a compatible fit to some guys, and it can actually throw a guy off. But the thing is, I think it's guys' fault as well. I think that if they portray themselves as a bad guy, then they shouldn't be appealing to girls, but somehow they are, and this is why we're having this discussion.
We're having this talk, yeah.
Right, let's go on to number 8.
Nothing against anyone. Our personal opinions.
No, yeah, no.
If you want to get involved,
we're
please
trying
comment,
to. We're not biased in any way. We're trying to
No.
do this in the most unbiased way because we just want to say things that we want, like you guys and girls, to see what you think as well. And that's one thing that we want this series to be, is very interactive, because like we want you guys to come up with things, subjects that we can actually talk about. And in doing so, it'll give us something to talk about, because you might be interested in what we think, because like it might,
or you might not, but it might be just a good way to listen.
Okay, so the next one, number 8, is some women have low self-esteem. And like, I'm going to like just explain a bit of what it says. It says, girls don't always feel comfortable with people who treat them better than they treat themselves. And I kind of do understand that. So like a girl might suffer from low confidence, so she doesn't think of much herself, and she might feel a bit like weirded out if someone thinks more of her than she thinks of herself, because like
is that really a bad thing though? Because
no, to be fair, I've known girls that don't like hearing compliments, because they think that like it's just lies and stuff, which like it's fine. But yeah, I'm probably with you, but saying that surely every girl wants to feel special and feel like they're wanted in someone's eyes.
And even if like, yes, you don't want to hear them, it's like you may think it's a lie. Most guys are most honest guys are generally honest with their opinions of what they say. So if they say like you're special to them, pretty or all the time, that's what they mean.
Yeah, it's one of those things though. Again, and I can't stress this enough. Everyone's different. Yeah. Like the thing is, I have to keep on saying it, because like it's not good to obviously generalize the whole like gender of female.
Pretty much, we're gonna have an argument with every person on Earth.
The thing is though, in the last few weeks, as part of one of my modules for uni, we were actually doing about like different theories, and we actually, like the one that I was focusing on was the queer theory, which I've actually told you a bit about, John, where like like the feminist theory, it like categorizes people by their gender, which is either it's what society perceives them as. So when they're born, they're either classed as a male or female. But with queer theory, it's not just that, because gender and sex are two different things. Sex is what it's biological, so it's what you appear as, so male or female, by obviously like genitalia and stuff like that, and like looks. But sex is how a person has their own traits. So it means that you can be born a male, but you could have feminine traits. So you are classed as a male, but you like see yourself more as a female, which is like totally fine. So again, it's down to what people think of themselves, and like if someone wants to be treated like a proper girl, or a lad wants to feel like he's the masculine one, he needs to dominate, then it's up to him. I'm not saying because I'm a nice guy and not a bad boy that I don't feel like I'm not masculine enough. But I'm basically saying that it doesn't matter like if you're male or female, you could actually act something totally different to what society sees you as. And people just follow what society's perception is because it's easier. But you shouldn't be judged on if you're male or female. Or because it's down to personality more than anything. And you'd agree with me, personality is a lot more important than looks. Because you might look very masculine, but you might be sensitive.
Yeah. I think in a sense, a lot of people, like, I'm not saying it's true, this is just my opinion. I just think that people forget that thing, like forget that it's more about personality than looks.
Oh, I agree. People are very quick to like judge.
Yeah. Like most people just judge you by like a glance or even like a quick look at you, and then boom, that's what they think of you in their head. Yeah, when you go up and talk to them face to face, like your entire like opinion of them changes so suddenly.
Yeah, but we're going to try and stay grounded with this conversation and not try and go as deep as that, because at the end of the day, this is our first episode. We don't want to hit the ground running with like something that's like really serious. Yeah, to be fair, I think I would say this, and I don't know about you, John, but to like the topic we're talking about today, at the end of the day, it's not the most serious thing ever, but it's something that can be like something of concern.
Yeah, to a majority or most people it would, I would say.
And also, I'm just saying that we aren't just saying this because we struggle to get girls. Like, I
don't know.
John might be using this as a campaign to get a girl. I'm not. Like, I'm
to Jaydogg.
Oh, is that how you're gonna get a girl? Just like, get her to subscribe to your channel.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fair enough.
Right. So I'll meet a girl one day.
One day, yeah. I feel like for me it's tough because being at uni, like, and I do sport. Sport is a very it's perceived to be a very masculine thing to do. There's not actually many girls that go on sport courses.
No, but like for you, a lot of girls would go for your type, like the sporty type.
Yeah, but the thing is, what do you see as the sporty type then? Like, this is a perfect example. Do you see a sporty type as a proper masculine person that is like necessarily like a bad guy?
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say like a sporty person would be like, I would say quite muscly, like quite muscled. But I wouldn't say like completely muscled. Like
both myself and Jordan also have a friend that actually does sport at college. We're not going to name names because it's disrespectful to them. But would you say that he is how you'd see a sports student?
No. No.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that because we don't want any harsh words. Right, we'll go on to number 9 then on this. Like, this is literally something I just typed in literally just before we started. I didn't do read too much into.
Yeah.
Number 9, we're not really going to gloss over much because I think that's like a whole different topic, and it's something that it's for quite a lot of people. It's not the most important thing. For like maybe bad guys, it maybe is actually something that's bigger for like nice guys, and that's like the whole thing about apparently sex is better with bad guys. No. So we're not going to talk about that at all.
No, like that's no.
There's no need to go into like, because the thing is, like, again, that's just opinion. We can't really debate over it because we're not like, everyone has a different opinion, so we can't. It'd be morally wrong and ethically wrong. We can't pass judgment on people that we don't know.
Do not have sex. That's pretty much our judgment.
No, I do not stand by John's things. Like John might, but I don't see it necessarily that way. John's like, if I'm bad, don't have sex. John will ban anything.
I will pretty much have a sign on me. It's like just to say I'm a good guy. So just carry on walking.
Okay, this is a bit different for number 10. We're actually getting through these pretty quickly. So, but like we said, we're giving ourselves up to an hour. So far, we've been going about just over half an hour, which is fine so far. We don't want it to be too long-winded that you guys don't actually listen through all of it. We are aware of that. But number 10 is apparently bad boys are more sexy. And again, we can't really say much about that because I don't find bad boys sexy at all. Like, again, that's a girl's perspective, and we'd like to hear girls' thoughts on this if any watch this. Like, they might not do this. Remember, this is our first episode.
This is not just for good guys in a sense. It's for both. I think it's for like good girls and good guys. It's like trying to find someone.
All right, John.
Because so far, what we've been talking about is how good
I'm gonna
guys can't
I'm gonna
get
ask you
girls.
this. I'm gonna ask you this then. Do you want a good girl or a bad girl?
Good girl.
Yeah, to be fair, I think that if you answered you want a bad girl, then this whole like topic is just
This is
void.
our conversation. So.
Yeah, like I want someone that I can connect to. I don't want someone that like keeps me on my toes.
That's the thing that what most people want. They want someone that they can relate to.
Yeah. All right then, John. What do you find sexier, good girls or bad girls? And when I'm going to clarify what I see as a bad girl. I see a bad girl as someone that tries too hard with things like makeup and necessarily doesn't have the best personality, and they just compensate by trying to make themselves look good. But the thing is, I'm not saying that in a bad way, because a lot of guys like that sort of thing. I'm not having a go at girls at all. I'm just saying that that's what I perceive as.
I prefer good girls, like, that's just full stop. Like, but in a sense,
that wasn't a full stop. That was a comma.
Okay, shut up. But in a sense, it's like I wouldn't mind being with a bad girl either, just so then I can bring out the best.
And, like, so you see her as a project. I get it.
I don't think of her as a project, but I want to make her feel comfortable being with me and being open with her feelings.
So you're saying that you wouldn't mind being with a bad girl in the hope that you can turn her into a good girl?
No,
in a way, not in so much harsh words. The thing is, I think even if you're a bad girl, you've always got some good inside you. No one's like horrific. There's some like really nice girls, but like they just don't know it yet. Is that what you mean, John?
Yeah.
You like to bring out the good in people.
Yeah.
Okay, like it's just how you worded it.
Sorry, I'm not good with wording.
Yeah, Jordan's first language is English, but you wouldn't be able to tell. I'm joking.
This is why I don't make videos.
What? Look, you don't make it by yourself because you think you're a bad girl. I don't know why I said that.
Next question.
It's not really a question, but it says nice guys aren't as charming. I don't think that's the case.
Okay, no.
That's not, because like you can charm a girl with compliments, but that's being nice to them. So that's the definition of being nice. If anything, guys can be too charming, where it like loses its meaning. I think that it should be changed to, because like if you like praise someone, like I know this from like coaching experience. If you praise, like say you're coaching a bunch of kids football, and you praise them too much, it loses its like meaning. But if you do it when it's relevant, then everyone will think, oh, you know, he got praise, I want to get praise. But the thing is, if you
encourages them to try harder.
But the thing is, if you compliment like a girl too much, she might just think, all right, you're just saying this now, like it doesn't have much meaning. Oh my god, I'm actually, I think I'm doing so bad in this game. I'm top of my team.
What?
I'm 6-4, and well, I was saying that their team is doing a lot better, but it's relevant to this. But alright. Oh, we're actually getting on to our last point, and I was trying to scroll down and I got shot. I apologise. Okay, it says here, and this one is again. Like, I think this is too much of a stereotype, and society sees this. I think that again, it's down to girls' opinions, and again, I think with every other points, we want to know your opinion.
Pretty much, it's opinion.
And the thing is, we want to hear the guys' opinions.
Choice.
We want to know if you like agree with us, and which do leave a like, and if you dislike, also leave a comment to show why you don't agree.
And comment.
But the thing is, it says here, nice guys aren't as strong physically, which is bollocks. Because you could have someone that really loves the gym, and like they're strong physically, but they might be the nicest and like softest guy ever. Again, with girls, like if girls go to the gym, maybe they are perceived that okay, they're butch, they're clearly like a lesbian. But the thing is, girls want to like make sure they're physically fit, and like there's nothing wrong with a girl being stronger, even stronger than a guy. It really doesn't matter. But some guys don't want like girls to be stronger than them.
Again, pretty much personal preferences.
Yeah,
really.
I think with everything it's personal preference.
Even with like, I think in a way that is wrong. Like what they said, it's like all nice guys are physically weak. It's like most bad guys or most bad boys, in a sense, are quite physically weak. They're not the most muscly or.
Well, no, yeah, no, that's the thing, yeah. But bad boys don't have to be the strongest. They don't have to be jocks in America. Maybe this is an American thing that I've read. I don't know.
Oh, mate. Oh, God. I'm sorry. We didn't
because obviously in America they've got the whole culture of like cheerleaders only go for jocks. They don't go for like perceived as geeks and stuff. But at the, I think with things, and this is things like we have in England, something like Tinder, it's actually kind of weird if you think about it, that you only match if both of you like the look of each other. You don't know anything about them, you literally just judge them purely on looks, and if both of you like the looks of each other, then you match, which is wrong, because you might not be the best looking.
I'm not a fan of Tinder at all. I actually despise Tinder in a sense.
The thing is though, like I would be the first to admit I'm not the nicest looking guy. Like I can accept that. So for me, I personally find it tough to like, especially on something like Tinder, to match someone, because you need to like the look of them, and they need to look at you. But the thing is, if someone got to know me before they saw me, I think I would stand a better chance. But there's nothing out there that is like that. There's nothing that you can talk to them, get to know them, and then they find out what you look like.
I don't actually. I don't know. Like Skype can, but that's if you don't have a profile. I think most things. Yeah, but
the thing is, but would girls like start talking to someone that they don't know what they look like? Would they take that risk?
But then pretty much like what you were just saying about how if they got to know you without seeing you, then you would stand a better chance. But in that sense, they wouldn't really trust talking to you because they don't know what you look like.
I know, that's what I was saying. Like, do you think girls would actually take that risk? And the thing is, like, my opinion is probably not. And is that wrong?
No, I don't think it's wrong, but
like obviously you want to know what like the person you are talking to it looks like, because otherwise like there's a lot of like catfishing going around where people pretend to be someone else, get to know someone, and it's not really them, and then which personally I think it's just disgusting. Like I don't know why people would do that. But the thing is, like I think to conclude this thing though, I think that I think personally that it doesn't matter if you're a good guy or a bad guy. I think
there's someone out there for you.
Yeah, no, there's always someone. I do believe that there's someone for everyone. But the thing is, I think that it's kind of unfair, and I'm not saying this from personal experience, I just think from how society perceives it, I think it's kind of unfair how bad guys seem to get more chances with girls.
They're good guys.
If I'm good guys, I think that's what we can conclude on. But all that we've been doing in the last 40 minutes is our opinion of what we think. And if you choose to watch this and you enjoy it, then show us that you enjoy this thing. Because the thing is, we'll do this as much as you guys want us to do it. If you think that it's just a waste of our time and no one cares, then we'll take that on board and probably not do anything. So this series is all down to you guys as much as it's for us. We'd love to voice our opinions, but we know that we're not not everyone is going to agree with us. We can accept that. There's always going to be people that say, oh, there's no point in you doing this, it doesn't really matter, you're not going to change anything. We're not trying to change anything, we're just saying that as it is, and if you can accept it and you agree with it, then great. It's nice to know that people agree, but if you don't,
and even if you don't, just
feel free to
down below what?
I know, feel free to tell us why you disagree, because the thing is, you might say something that we hadn't thought of, and it might be actually a very good case. Everyone's opinion is important, and that's what we're trying to prove. Everyone has an opinion, and they believe in certain beliefs, and nothing should ever change that. But we're just saying that as what we think it's like, but it doesn't mean it's right, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that we want to say it, because I won't say it's a concern, it's just something that we have strong opinions about. But I honestly think that's probably the best thing to just end on. It's just saying that no, not everyone's going to agree on the same things, but as long as we agree to disagree, then everything should stay in perfect balance. But John, I don't know if we should actually say what the options could be for the next one, and then we let people decide in the comments. What do you think? Right, we'll come up with a suggestion each, and we'll say them out, and then it's up to the guys and girls to
I was just saying,
come up. But the thing is, remember that whatever we choose out of the two will be on Jordan's channel next. So keep an eye on that. If you haven't subscribed to him, go and check him out. What is your title name at the moment? Is it just Jaydogg?
Jaydogg 2468.
Jaydogg 2468. But if you can't find him, then on my channel there is actually a link on my page, and I don't think I'm going to bother linking your channel in my description, because they'll be able to find it enough on my page. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to me already, then do so if you want to, and again with John, do the same. And I said, leave feedback on this, and also leave your suggestions for future episodes, because we're going to come up with a couple of suggestions now. But if you want us to talk about something, if you enjoy hearing our opinion, we'd love it if people said, oh, we want you to talk about such and such. We might not be the most clued up on it, but that's good, because it means that we have a learning curve. So yeah, right, I'm just going to have a quick think of what we could talk about next. Maybe we should talk about something that's not as deep next time, John. I feel something that we're both passionate about, because I think it's nice to...
movies or something. I think maybe favourite movies.
Favourite movies, yeah, that could be a good one. And then maybe potentially we could just talk about movies broadly next time, and then for a certain movie or franchise or something we could do a separate episode for. I like the idea of that. I'm actually going to say the topic I'm going to say is YouTubers. I think that could be a good one, because obviously this is going to be going up on YouTube, and it's nice for us to say our favourite YouTubers we don't really like and stuff. But again, that's what I want, is people's opinions. I want to know everyone's favourite YouTubers when we discuss that. And just because we choose one of the two that
Doesn't mean we're not going to choose the other one.
We will do the other one eventually,
Yeah.
but it just means that the next one is just going to be the winner episode.
time.
So in the comments, obviously leave feedback about what we've been talking about in the last about 45 minutes, and also leave a comment of which one you want us to talk about, YouTubers or movies. But until next time, guys, I hope you have enjoyed. I hope none of you have taken offence. We've tried to keep it as unbiased as possible. But
everyone took offence.
We're not going to make everyone pleased. Like
we get banned from YouTube for this. It's like, damn it all.
But yeah, guys, like I have really enjoyed doing this. How about you, John?
I actually have, yeah.
But yeah, like guys, that is going to be it. Until next time, go check out both our channels. There's other videos down there because both of us have been working on different series and stuff, but we're not going to go into that. Until next time, guys, goodbye.
Bye bye.